Has your Whirlpool electric range left you wondering why it won't heat up during a broil cycle? Hi, I'm William from AppliancePartsPros.com, and I'm here to help you diagnose this common issue. We'll explore a few usual suspects like the oven sensor, thermal fuse, main control, and the broil element to get to the bottom of this. Don't worry if you've never tackled an appliance repair before. It's easier than you might think, and I'll guide you through each step along the way. So let's dive in and get your oven back to working order. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. For today's work, we'll need a multimeter and a Phillips screwdriver. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Don't forget to unplug your electric range or turn the breaker off. With the power disconnected, we're ready to get started and tackle the first step in troubleshooting your range. Grab a Phillips screwdriver and remove the 2 screws securing the terminal block cover. Slide the cover down and off, then set it aside. Next, remove the Phillips screws from the back cover. You can leave one screw loosely in place in the slotted cutout to help hold the panel while removing the others. Once the remaining screws are out, lift the panel off and set it aside. Locate the oven sensor harness on the top right side and disconnect the wires. Set your multimeter to ohms, the symbol that looks like an upside down horseshoe. Test across the 2 wires on the oven sensor. A good sensor should measure between 1000 to 1200 ohms at room temperature. If the resistance is not within range, the oven sensor has failed. If the resistance is within range, reconnect the wires and continue troubleshooting. If you'd like to know more about how to use a multimeter, we've put together a comprehensive tutorial for you, so check out the link in the description. Locate the thermal fuse, which will be near the center of the back of the oven. Disconnect one wire and set your multimeter to measure continuity, which looks like a sideways Wi-Fi symbol. Test the thermal fuse for continuity. If there is not continuity, the thermal fuse has failed. If there is continuity, reconnect the wire and continue troubleshooting. Locate the blue wire at connection CON2 pin 1 and the red wire with the white stripe at connection CON4 pin 3. Extreme care should be taken to avoid electric shock, which can cause serious injury. Do not attempt live voltage testing if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter around energized circuits. Plug the power cord back in. Set your multimeter to volts AC, which looks like a V with a squiggly line. With the oven set to broil, measure voltage between the blue wire and the red wire with white stripe. If you do not read 240 volts AC and the oven sensor tested good, the main control board has failed. If you read 240 volts AC, continue to the next step. Locate the wires directly at the broil element and test them for voltage. If there's 240 volts AC, like we see here, the broil element has failed. Since we found the broil element has failed, let's replace it. Start by turning off the oven and unplugging the power cord. For easier access, remove the oven door and racks. Grab a Phillips screwdriver and remove the mounting screws securing the broil element at the front and rear brackets. Carefully pull the element forward and disconnect the wires. If a wire slips back into the oven wall, don't worry. It can be reconnected after the new element is positioned. Here's the old broil element and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Position the new broil element inside the oven cavity and connect the wires if they are accessible. Slide the element fully into place and secure it to the front and rear brackets with the Phillips screws. If a wire slipped back into the oven wall during removal, you'll need to access it from the rear of the range. Once retrieved, connect it to the element terminals after the element is installed. Reinstall the oven racks and door, then secure the back panel and the terminal block cover. Then plug the range back in. Thanks for sticking with us through the troubleshooting process. If you've identified the culprit behind your Whirlpool electric range's broil cycle troubles, simply locate your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com. There, you'll easily find the replacement parts you need, often delivered within just a few days. Once your new part arrives, be sure to check out our installation videos for further assistance. We'd love to hear about your repair journey, so feel free to share your experience in the comments below. Remember, you're not just fixing an appliance, you're extending its life with your own hands.